Alrighty, welcome back to the video, and today I wanted to talk about why can you not play patch 1.3 or beta patch 1.3, because the beta will come, that word will pretty much make sense in a second. Why can't you play it on Xbox and PlayStation? Why is it not out there yet? What is the problem? What's stopping it? Why is it not out there? Why am I playing on my PC right now and you're not playing it, alright? Let me just explain this to you. You know what I'm saying? I can explain it in like a couple words, you know what I mean, writing it out, but I think this will reach more people, right? So, let me explain to you how Steam works, okay? Well, that sounds crazy. That sounds like a whole explanation. But let me go over here real quick, right? Let me go to Steam client for you. This is what the Steam, I guess, like store client looks like, right? This is what the store looks like right over here if you've never used it, right? Probably looks similar to like, other, you know what I mean, game stores, right? Then we have the library right over here. This is where all your games are at. You know what I mean? Don't think I just have these games. Those are all the games I've downloaded. I am a nerd, as you can see. Holy momoly. You know what I'm saying? But I've had this account for like 12 years. You know what I mean? It's been a long time. But regardless, why can I play multiple versions of the game? Well, because Steam, I'm going to show you right here. If I right-click on this game, right? The game that it's currently playing. I go to Properties. As you can see, and then I go to, where is it? Betas, right over here. Betas. And I go on this scroll right over here. These are all the versions of the game that I can play currently. Right here. These are all the versions. I can play 1.7, 1.9. I can play literally version 1.0. Then they came out like 2 years ago. Or I could play 1.12, which is what most of you guys are playing right now. Or obviously the beta, which is 1.3 right over here. Now, as you can see, Steam has this functionality. Steam, in my opinion, it's the best gaming platform. Like, period. Not even on a computer, period. Why? Because it has stuff like this. It has a lot of accessibility to a lot of different things. You got stuff like Steam Workshop, which is like a one-click modding platform. There's just a lot of things that Steam provides. You know what I mean? But this is an important part. It allows the game developers to upload literally, I forgot how much it is. I think it's like 16 slots of different versions of the game. So then players can then pick what version of the game they want to play. You following me? So the reason we have the beta and the live version is because they can do it. They could just put both out, give you a warning and say the beta is obviously a beta, so there's going to be more crashes and stuff, but you can select to play it. And another reason why Steam has to kind of, not has to do it, but why it makes sense for Steam to do this, because it hosts like almost every game that's playable on PC. Not every game, like the older, not the really old games, no. But most games, Steam has. And since they have most games on PC, and they're a PC platform, a lot of people like to mod these games. Now, when you mod games, certain mods are attached to certain versions of the game. So therefore, Steam doing this made the most sense. Otherwise, people would literally not use Steam if they wanted to use mods. See what I'm saying? Now, why can't you play it? You might be like, well, Tailworlds, why not just move the game to the beta version altogether? I'll let you know right now. If they were just to move the game always to the beta version, right? Here's the problem. I'm going to give you a scenario. This might not be you, but it's somebody. It's the average gamer. Person gets home, right? Been playing this game for so long. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Get home. They move it to next beta, right? Let's say that next beta has like something that makes the game crash after like 30 minutes of playing it, right? If that happens to me, I switch the version. Continue playing the game. Not that big of a deal. What about the guy that has a PlayStation? Doesn't know how none of this shit works. Doesn't know how to... That doesn't even go in the settings. He launches the goddamn console and wants to play the game. That crash happens. It's so annoying. It happens so many times. He can't fix it. He can't look up what's going on. All of a sudden, he quits the game forever. Gets mad. He's like, I'm not playing this shit no more. And then just never comes back to it. That's why they don't do it. It's very simple. That's why they don't do it. They would rather have a stable version of the game that runs the best that it can instead of like a beta that has more stuff but also has more risk. Okay? That's like business 101, business anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give your best version of your product to the masses. Which makes sense. But here's the other thing. The devs have said, well, if we could, we would also. Because, brings me to my next point. PlayStation and, what's it called? Right over here. PlayStation is kind of moving out of the Stone Ages. But what I'm trying to say is, because we're about to go over this. This is kind of like, I guess, newish news, but not really. But like, kind of this year, right? So it is new, right? They're starting to move on out of the Stone Ages and finally invent the light bulb that Steam invented like in 2000, I don't know, 2 or some shit. I don't know when they invented it, but it was really long time ago. We've been able to do this for so long. But consoles, I know I say it wrong, suck a dick, you know what I'm saying? But like, they don't do it. They're in the Stone Ages. Mind you, Xbox is still in the Stone Ages. They said, yes, it's possible to both have a beta and live version of a game on Xbox, though not simultaneously on the same console for the same game. Womp, womp, womp. And this was the same story with PlayStation until this came out, which is still like not really mass produced and not everyone has it because you have to sign up for it. But what I'm saying is PlayStation, Xbox, they only have one version of the game that the devs can upload. And the devs will always choose to upload the live version. Again, because the casual gamers usually play on Xbox and PlayStation. And therefore, if you give them a beta version, because I don't even know, the beta 1.3 that I'm playing currently, right? It has a lot of bugs. It has a lot of significant bugs. But that's normal. That's just what happens on a beta. It's not something I'm scared of. I know it's going to happen. It's a beta. But if someone's not following the updates, they just want to play the game, all of a sudden the game stops working for like the couple weeks that it's going to take them to fix these bugs, that's enough time for so many people to just quit the game. So of course they're going to put the live version out. But the devs again have stated, if they could, they would. Problem is, PlayStation and Xbox is out here in the Stone Ages talking about, oh, only one version. Only one version. And now, as you can see, PlayStation registration for a new beta program at PlayStation starts today. Be part of delivering the very best experience for PlayStation through the beta program at PlayStation. Yeah, I'm not reading all this. But pretty much what it is like they're testing it out to see, how it's going to work, if it's going to be a success, if it's not going to be a success. Mind you, yes, it's going to be a success because it's like, dog, there's already a working model. Like, bro, let me tell you something. Go on your PlayStation right now, go into any game, and tell me you have all of these things that you can do to the game. You know what I mean? Straight up. So, obviously here, I can change the language of the game. I'm pretty sure you can do that on PlayStation. You know what I mean? Obviously. I can choose how my updates download, when they download. I can re-download all my stuff without having to like uninstall and that. They'll check for me. I can back up my game files, move the folder itself. Again, change between 16 different versions. Enter a private beta if you know what I mean. If like, you're the developer, you're closest developer, they want you, or you're a play tester. They might have that. Again, I don't know if they have this. I'm not on consoles. You let me know. I'm just trying to show you what the future can be. Okay? And why you should be pissed at, these guys over here that make so much goddamn money. What is this shit? Like 700? No, it's not 700. It's like what, $500 still? They be charging crazy. And for what? Mind you, listen, I'm not trying to be like a Steam enthusiast here. Mind you, I got most of my Steam games for like 70% off on the sales that we have like 4 times a year. I know, that's crazy. By the way, Bannerlord is only $30 right now if you wanted to get it. If you're new. You know what I mean? It's a good time if you're new. I can do a controller. Here's all my DLCs. Bannerlord doesn't have that much DLCs. DLCs come soon though. Workshop. This is all the mods. They're literally just clicks away. And under the same like under Steam as well, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, is this a that? Is that a this? You know what I mean? Like, I could record the game if I wanted to, and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to tell you is like, dog, they're in the Stone Ages. They're in the Stone Ages, brother. I'm sorry. I wish it was better for you, but like, you can only blame the motherfuckers that, like, you know, still are trying to figure out how to do mods on like, you know, PlayStation and Xbox. By the way, how's that going? I'm not trying to dunk on you guys. Have they figured out the mods yet? I feel like they haven't. They still charging you, like, for all this shit? Fuck. I'm sorry. I get it. I get it, brother. I feel the pain, but, like, hopefully that was a good explanation for you to make you realize that, like, you know, there's limitations placed on stuff that makes no sense for limitations to be placed. And there are working models of said system that we just are not doing because I guess we're trying to save money. You know, capitalism. Bum, bum, bum. Nobody wants to say it. And there's other systems out there. I'm trying to radicalize you folks, all right? Listen, let me tell you something, bro. Same thing with the health system in America, bro. It's now radical, bro. Every other country out here doing it, bro. They just walking in and getting treated. We gotta pay $5,000 for an ambulance? Wake up, brother. Wake the fuck up, brother. Wake up. Free Palestine. I'll see you in the next one.